Hello, my name is Dr. Bryce. I am the Assistant Professor of Trumpet at Washburn University. These are the KMEA All-State Trumpet Audition excerpts. Below in the description is my contact information if you'd like to reach out for trumpet lessons. The KMEA Jazz Etude No. 1 is based on the tune All the Things You Are. I like to practice this with the metronome set to 90 beats per minute on beats 2 and 4 so that I can really get into the swing feel. Keep in mind that the big slurs in some spots are actually big phrase marks. You don't have to slur every note in that phrase, but do keep it smooth. Listen to how I articulate and try to copy that. Measures 8 through 12, you might want to put a little bit of accent on the and of 4 and also the and of 2. Pay attention to the written dynamics, staccatos, and tenutos to try to capture the musicality of this etude. For the Jazz Etude No. 2, I prefer to start practicing by outlining the chords. You can play 1, 3, 5, 7. So for example, the first chord is an F minor 7. I'll play F, A flat, C, and E flat. I'll make my way through without the backing track first and make sure that I can play the arpeggios for each one of these chords. And then I'll try playing them in time with the backing track. Once that starts to feel pretty natural, you can start to use your ears and let your ears guide you to find notes that sound good to you and create musical phrases. You'll want to listen to a lot of different recordings of Body and Soul and maybe try transcribing some of the ideas that you like and putting those into your improvised solos. The Jazz Etude No. 3 is based on the tune How High the Moon by Morgan Lewis. Keep in mind that the first measure of this etude is a pickup bar, which will help you, knowing that will help you in proper phrasing. I like to practice this with the metronome set to 90 beats per minute on 1 and 3 to help me get that straight 8th Latin groove. If you have access to it, you could also find a backing track with a Latin groove at this tempo on YouTube or iReal Pro. Listen closely to how I articulate the 8th notes and try to match that style. For the optional lead trumpet audition, remember that high notes require a smaller amount of fast-moving air. You want to keep that in mind as you develop your upper register. Re-articulating notes quickly in the upper register can be a challenge. So in order to overcome that challenge, you can practice pedal tones, which are notes below low F sharp, pedal F, pedal E flat, and so on, re-articulating those, as that will transfer to being able to re-articulate in the upper register. Try to keep the groove throughout, even though we're way up in the upper register, and remember to crescendo in the last whole note, cutting off right on beat 1.
Thanks for tuning in to this demonstration. Again, my name is Dr. Bryce Call, the Assistant Professor of Trumpet at Washburn University. Contact information is in the description below. Feel free to reach out if you are interested in private lessons or would like a campus tour of Washburn. And also be on the lookout for registration for our Brass Day event featuring Rex Richardson on November 23rd.